Okay, guys, you can get the love comments on, or like get your fingers on those keyboards or on your tablets, or to start printing on. Okay, well, let's start typing on what you're about to say, because here we go. Well, Captain America: Civil War is by far the absolute best Marvel Cinematic Universe movie that's ever been released from both Disney and Marvel Studios. Well, and yes, you heard right. It's the best Marvel Cinematic Universe movie that has been released by both Disney and Marvel Studios. So here's a really great fact about this movie. This obviously we already know that this film came out the exact same year as Batman vs Superman. And this one is basically like a competition. Would Batman v Superman win, or would it be Captain America: Civil War? Now, I will give a little bit of a heads up for you guys is that I did actually like Batman v Superman as a good film. Not a great film, but good. I did not like Man of Steel, the first Man of Steel movie. I thought that movie kind of sucked. Well, actually, it just sucks. But enough of that. We're just talking about Captain America: Civil War. This one is done by the same directors of Winter Soldier, the Russo brothers, who actually went on to directing on the Avengers Infinity War, which I'm very excited for. So, of course, the story takes place right after Avengers Avengers Age of Ultron and Ant-Man, where Steve Rogers, played again by Chris Evans, is in a meeting with his actually it starts off with him trying to save some people in a different country, but a Scarlet Witch actually accidentally did something wrong, but then after that they are inside of an office, as where William Hurt's character from The Incredible Hulk is talking to them all about not being able to do any field work without their permission, so that way it has to be decided by the United Nations. So, while that's going on our character, we are basically introduced to other characters of the film, what do you call it? Like Black Panther, or himself, and later on we are introduced to Spider-Man, played by Tom Holland, and in my opinion, well, actually we'll get to him in a minute, sorry. Wait, I don't want to get off track, but that's not the other part of the story. The other story is the fact that Captain America has to save his old best friend, who you saw from the second film, the Winter Soldier, because he's been framed for murder. And of course, there's a lot of plots and twists, and there's a lot of great fight scenes, especially with the airport and the big climax, and whole tons of very funny moments, and a ton of very well-made special effects, and a ton of really excellent action scenes. It's probably the best in the Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. The funny thing about this film is that this actually feels like I'm watching. Actually, this actually felt like the closest thing to an Avengers 3. And then Infinity War would have been Avengers 4. But anyway, everything about this film was just so really very well written. The characters are very well developed. Every last of them, particularly the main ones. So, what do you call it? And when we got introduced to Spider-Man in this film, and Peter Parker, played by Tom Holland, he is easily the best Spider-Man in Peter Parker you'll ever see. And thank God this kid came back to play as him in Spider-Man Homecoming, because I got a lot of good things to say about that film too later on. Because I can easily say that it's the best Spider-Man movie ever since the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Well, the first Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2, all from Sam Raimi. Wait, so I did. Oh wait, no, I'll talk about the Spider-Man Homecoming. Sorry, but yeah, everything else about the film is completely entertaining, and I never got bored of it whatsoever. So, yeah, it definitely has the best cast, and it has the best story of any of these Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, and it's basically one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. So, yeah. So if you haven't seen the film yet, well, just go watch it again, and just have a lot of fun with it, like how I will. And I just don't know what else to say about it, honestly. It's just so fantastic. my brother and I had a ball watching this. I actually personally thought this is just as good as Winter Soldier, and Avengers: Age of Ultron, particularly and especially since this is the first film for the Phase 3 of the Avengers series. Pardon me. So yeah, what did you think about? What did you think about this film? Just comment below. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook and Stardust, and just forget to subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow. Oh, and I'm the Bostonian Critic, and I am very tired right now. Oh, and I am signing out. Take care.